Okay. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor, and the technical team for restoring the recording. So we can continue now. We can continue now. So let me go back to the slides that we had on the Okay. Right, can you see what I'm sharing, please?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, we are talking about words, the skills that enhance speed and accuracy in Ielts word reading. And we have mentioned the first one and also discussed the first one, which is skimming and scanning. So I was actually going to the second one when we discovered our recording wasn't, but now let's look at paraphrasing. I think I tried explaining paraphrasing as what restating of words. The examples were in writing, but this time around you are the one what's reading. The examiner has written for you, then you are the one reading what the examiner wrote. So the examiner, you are receiving from the examiner. The examiner will be the one to do his paraphrasing. When you are writing, in writing, you are the one to paraphrase for the examiner. The examiner will spot what has been paraphrased. But in the case of reading, you are the one to spot what the examiner has paraphrased. And that's why we call reading a receptive skill, while writing is what? A productive skill. Listening is also a receptive skill, while speaking is what? A productive skill. So in receptive skills, the examiners will be the one to paraphrase for you, then expect you to identify what has been paraphrased. While in productive skills like writing and speaking, you will be the one to paraphrase for the examiner, then the examiner would spot what you have paraphrased. The concept of paraphrasing revolves around vocabulary. The examiner wants to be sure that your vocabulary range is good enough. You have a very good bank of vocabulary, because if your vocabulary bank is not very reserved, is not very good, you might not understand how to paraphrase. In the sense that if the examiner uses a different word from a word, you will not. For example, if the examiner says aims at in the passage, if you say aims, if the examiner say aims in the passage, then he might use objectives in the question. So what the examiner does is, when he's writing his passage, he uses different set of words as the ones he will use in writing the question. Now, when the examiner is writing his question, he doesn't use the same set of words that he uses in writing the passage. So this becomes difficult because he wants you to be able to relate the passage to the question and the question to the passage. Now, if he uses the same word, it will be easy for you to draw that relationship, for you to draw that connection between the passage and the content, the question of the question. So for it to be difficult for you to draw a connection between the content of the passage and the question, he paraphrases. He uses different words in writing the passage, then uses different words in writing the question, thereby making it difficult for the reader to connect the question to the passage. But if your vocabulary range is very good, if you have an extensive range of vocabulary, extensive reserve of vocabulary in your head, then it will be easy for you to be able to draw that connection, regardless of how the examiner has paraphrased the sentence or the word. So paraphrasing is very important because it helps you to link it takes you from the passage and links you to the spots where your answers are coming from in the passage. Now, this one is closely related with the next one, which is called navigation. Navigation means how you go back and forth the passage. That's what they call navigation. How you go back and forth the passage looking for your answer. Now, we always advise our candidate that this stage before you read the question. Let me repeat that. You do not need to read the passage before attempting the question. So what you need to do is just to go to the question first, then get the ideas that the examiner wants you to get the idea from the question and use the idea from the question to find your way, to navigate your way around the passage. Now, if you want to read a passage, for example, before attempting a question, you would have spent like maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes reading the passage before going to the question. When you go to the question, you eventually do back and forth between the question and the passage, eventually. So why not just take that effort instead of wasting 5 minutes reading the passage? Just go, when you have your question, go directly to the, when you have your passage or reading question, go directly to the question and read the question. After reading the question, go to the passage. There are some keywords in the question that are very important. Use those keywords as a basis of finding your way around the passage. The keywords will make you to go up and down. They will make you to navigate your way around the passage. Those keywords are called code words. So watch out for the keywords in that passage so that they can help you in what? Finding your way around the passage. Now, what that helps you do is what they call identification. The keywords take you to where the portion of the passage that has the answer, to identify the portion. Then when you get to the portion, you now what? Synthesize. Synthesize means to separate information within that portion that you think the answer is coming from. Separate the seed from the start, separate information that is not correct, come to a logical conclusion as to why the answer is the answer. So the first thing to do is to read the question, use the keyword, the code word from the question to navigate, to find your way around the passage. It will take you to the point where you see the answer. That means you have identified the answer before you now read that portion very well to separate the reasons, maybe the opinions, it could be opinion, it could be idea, it could be whatever. Then you now arrive at a logical conclusion why the answer is the answer. Now, these three skills go together: skimming and scanning, paraphrasing, and code navigation. The three of them, the first three skills go together. You have to skim and scan, you have to paraphrase. Before you skim and scan, you have to read the question. Then use the keywords from the question to what? Go to the portion of the passage that has the answer. Of course, the examiner would have paraphrased. So you have to identify what the examiner has paraphrased between the question and the portion of the passage. They change their words as much as possible, as we later see when we are doing the practical aspect of this. So that's what code navigation means. Then sequence. We highlighted 4 types of questions. In Ielts situation, 3 out of the 4 questions obey the law of sequence. I said I highlighted 4 types of questions. What are they? We said there are 4 types of questions. We have true, false, not given, sentence completion, multiple choice question, and matching. So these first 3 types of questions, true, false, not given, sentence completion, and multiple choice questions, obey the law of sequence. Only matching heading does not. Matching heading does not. Now let's look at it. What do we mean by sequence in Ielts reading? Sequence has to do with how the examiner arranges his answer, how he arranges his answer. The sequence in which the answers come. For example, maybe have answer 1 in paragraph 1, answer 2 in paragraph 2. That's what sequence means, like how he systematically arranges his answer, how the examiner arranges his answer. Now, let's look at it. How do they arrange the answer? When you are reading a passage and you got your answer, say, maybe from the line, maybe sentence 3 of the passage. You got your first answer from sentence 3 of the passage. Let me say this again so that you can hear. You are reading a passage, you got your answer from sentence 3 of the passage. Now, what it means that the second answer would come from that same sentence 3 downwards, maybe sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 5 downwards. Sentence 1 and 2 have become useless, in that case. So that means you don't have to read sentence 1 and sentence 2 again. I want to restate this. Let me restate it. Sequence means that when you are reading a passage, if you're reading an Ielts passage and you got your answer from sentence 3, for example, you have sentence 1, sentence 2, you got your answer from sentence 3. The implication is this. the answer to number 2, because the answer to number 2 cannot come from sentence 1 and sentence 2 again, because those ones have become useless. The next set of answer will start from the last point, the last sentence you got your last answer, downwards. Sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, and downwards can provide the next set of answer. But the ones like the sentence 1 and 2 have become useless. So sequence means that answers are arranged in such a way that you only have to read the last sentence where the last answer came from downwards. The ones that came before that particular one have become useless. That's what they're trying to tell you. That's what sequence is. And sequence, I said, can be used when you are writing, when you are answering questions that has to do with what? True, false, not given, sentence completion, and multiple choice question. But it's not applicable to matching heading. Matching heading does not respect sequence, because in matching heading questions, answers are always haphazardly arranged. The examiner does not arrange the answers in a sequential way. Are you following, please? Please, can you send me messages to be sure? Let me be sure you are following or not, so that I'll know how to recap. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, please sequence again. Okay. Let me explain sequence again. Someone said I should explain sequence. Okay. Let me do that for the last time. Okay. Thank you. Now, the concept of sequence is this. You have you are saying that examiners arrange answers in an orderly manner, such that if, for example, you are reading a passage and you got your answer from sentence 3, maybe the passage has 10 sentences, for example, and you got your first answer from sentence 3. What it means is that the next set of answers that you are going to be getting will start from sentence 3, where you got your last answer, then sentence 4, sentence 5, sentence 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sentence 1 and 2 have become useless. You don't have to waste your time reading sentence 1 and sentence 2 again. That is what sequence means. So that you can know where to what, you can know where to what, put your attention, focus your attention on the important part that will produce the answer, you know. Now, let's say the next answer now, number 2 answer now came from maybe sentence 5. It means that the next answer, number 3 answer, will now, you will start reading from sentence 5 downward to get number 3 answer. That means sentence 1, 2, 3, 4 have become useless. So it limits your scope of interaction, and it's what makes it easier and faster for you to get your answer, because you know that some parts have become useless. You only concentrate on the parts that are useful. That's what sequence does. And we said for IELTS and reading, sequence applies to all the question type except word matching. True, false, not given is sequence compliant. Sentence completion respects sequence, and multiple choice question also respects sequence. The only one that does not use sequence, or that sequence does not apply to, is matching questions. Matching questions are often haphazardly or irregularly arranged. They're not regular. Answers are not sequentially arranged. Examiner can decide to arrange it in such a way that any way he likes, you know, unlike the remaining 3. So understanding sequence limits your scope of interaction. It saves time and increases efficiency. Now let's go to the next one, which is what? Transitional device. Of course, we all know what transitional devices are. Furthermore, on the other hand, finally, in other words, conversely, moreover, as a result of, all these are what? Transitional devices. They are transitional. We use them when we are writing. The examiner also uses them when he writes. Are we following, please? So now what does that mean? It means that when you are writing, it is when you are trying to say an important thing, most times that you use your transitional devices. When you're trying to say an important thing, you use your transitional devices. Now, what that means is that the examiner also, when he wants to say something important, he uses his transitional devices. The most important kind of transitional device that the examiner likes to use is negating transitional device like but or however. So whenever you see however or but in an Ielts passage, be sure that there is a question that is likely going to come from that aspect. The examiner is likely to set a question from that aspect. When you see but or however, the examiner wants to say something against what he said previously. So take note of it, because read that part very well and see how that however or that but will negate what the examiner has been saying. So like be 50% sure that when you see but or however, questions always gravitate towards them, because they are important transitional device that counter or negate what the examiner has been saying previously. So once you see but or you see however, always be suspicious of them, and know how the examiner is manipulating that area when he wants to set a question related to them. It's actually very essential. Okay, so these are some of the basic skills that will help you to achieve speed and accuracy in Ielts word reading. Are we following, please? So we are going to be doing practical exercises to reflect all these skills that we highlighted and we discussed. So let's see how we're going to do that. Practical session to reflect this. So today we are going to be looking only, we're going to be answering questions related to true, false, not given, and sentence completion. Then in our next class, we'll look at questions related to multiple choice questions and matching. Today, we are looking at true, false, not given questions and sentence completion practically. Then in our next class, we'll look at multiple choice questions and matching questions. Now, let's go to the first one, which is true, false, not given question, and see how we can attempt some of the questions. I hope your pens and papers and writing materials are with you, because we are going to be working now. We're going to be working. So let's go to the material. I'll tell you the page to go to. I'm sure all of us have this material, the Ielts guide. I've sent it to you. But meanwhile, I'll still have the the page shared so that you can see for those who do not have, perhaps. Then those of you that have, I'll tell you the page to flip so that you can use the question as a practical basis for interacting with this type of questions. Okay, so let's see. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Let's see if we can get this. Is it really? This is page 272. Okay, if you have the Ielts guide with you, please, you can go to page 272. The topic is the hidden histories of exploration exhibition. Page 272. Page 272. Please, can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. So kindly go to page 272, I guess. The title of the passage is let's see, the hidden histories of exploration exhibition, if I'm not mistaken. 272. The hidden histories of, yeah, I can see it here. Yeah, this is it. The hidden histories of exploration exhibition. So if you have the material with you, please turn to that page. The hidden histories of exploration exhibition. Are we all there? I can't see the screen, Fina. Why?
Yes. Yes.
You can see the screen now. Atox. I hope, okay. This one is saying no, I don't understand. What's happening?
It's only showing the documents that you have on your system, sir.
Is it what? Is it what?
It's only showing your save files. It's not showing the actual. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
it's showing
thank you. What about now? Is it projected? Is it projecting now, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. The hidden histories of exploration exhibition. So if you have the material which you can go to page 200 and what? 272. Let me check. I think it's 272. Yeah, it's 272. 272, 273. Now, if you go to the question says
268, sir.
Sorry, say that again.
268.
Yes, okay. Okay, I 237, it's two, look at it here. It's 273, 272 on my page.
Okay. On my
But have
page
you,
is
well, you found it. Okay,
Yes.
brilliant. Now, go to the questions. Let's go to the question. We have question numbers 1 to 7. Yeah, there are
Okay.
2 for not giving quiz. Following, please. Now, okay, let's see. Sorry. Yes, that's why you have this in your material. I gave you your material. So now the question says, the first question says, always read your instruction before attempting any question. Please, always read your instruction before attempting any question. Now let's read the instruction. It says, 37, questions 1 to 7, do the following statement agree with the information given in reading passage 17? In boxes 1 to 7 on your answer sheet, write true if the statement agrees with information, write false if the statement contradicts the information, and write not given if there is no information on this statement. So,
question 1 to 17.
Question 1 to 7, please. Question 1
No,
to
I
7.
know. Do the following statement agree with the information given in reading passage 1? The question are not 17, sir. I don't know.
And thank you very much. And thank you very much for that observation. Who is helping us with that information, please? Who gave this observation?
Ellen. Yes.
Thank you very much, MM. So, said, do the following statements agree with the information given in reading passage 1? I was going to test whether you are following or not. You just proved to me that you just proved to me that you are following. Okay.
You want to pass?
Yes. So now we said, do the following statement agree with the information given in words reading passage 1 according to MM? Then in boxes 1 to 7 on your answer sheet. So the answer was to now before we start, let's look at the false and not given. Let me give you a very good example, okay? What's the difference between true is actually very easy to note, but there's a thin line between false and not given. It's always very confusing to know the difference between false and not given. Let's see if we can understand the difference between false and not given. Are we following, please? Now, when something is false, it means the statement contradicts. Now, what the examiner does is this for true, false, not given. Let me explain to those who probably, they will have a passage like this. This is a passage. We can see this passage. The examiner will now extract what? Sentences from the passage. Yes. The examiner will paraphrase some sentences from this passage. Like you see here, let's go to this. Let's go to the question. You see, these questions have been paraphrased from the passage. They took them from the passage. They call them extracts. This statement he gave is going to be asking you, this statement, are this statement true? Are they false, or are they not given in the passage? That's what he's going to be asking you. You know, according to this passage, are this statement true? Are this statement false? Are this statement not given? That's what the examiner is asking you. Now, to know the one that is true is actually not very difficult. The examiner will just only paraphrase everything, but you will identify that perhaps it is true. But false and not given, they sound alike. Like it's a bit confusing to separate false from not giving. So let's look at the difference between false and not giving. So let's use a very simple example. If I say, I'm giving you a passage now. The passage is that MM drove a white car to my house on Monday. MM drove a white car to my house on Monday. That's the passage. The passage is like this particular part now. Let's say this is the passage. Remember I said they'll give you the original passage, then what would they now do? The examiner will now eventually summarize, as in paraphrase, and extract from the passage and ask you whether this extract are true, false, not given. So our original passage here is that MM drove a white car to my house yesterday. That's the original passage. But now the examiner now extracted this and says, the examiner now says in his extract, MM drove a red car. Sorry, MM drove a white car to my house on Tuesday. Remember the original passage says, MM drove a white car to my house on Monday. That's the original passage. Now the extract is not saying that. Number one is not saying that MM drove a white car to my house on Tuesday. Is the answer true, false, or not given? I want to hear send your answers. Is the answer true, false, or not given? The original passage, MM drove a white car to my house on Monday. The extract, MM drove a red car. Someone said false. Another person said false, false, false. I'm seeing a lot of false here. False. Nicholas false. Bukola false. Chigozie not given. Chigozie said not given. Okay, Chigozie said not given. Then we have false, 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 false. Only Chigozie has said not given. Edith said false. Florence said false. Wow. We have overwhelming false here. Omotola false, 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 false. Okay, now let's look at the answer. False, false. Jude said not giving. False. Not giving. Towers. Those that said not giving, that's the answer. The answer is not giving. The answer is not giving. Now let's look at why the answer is not giving. Let's look at why the answer is not giving. Remember we said, yeah, who said, yeah, did you get the answer? I'm not sure you got the answer. Some people are just giving me the answers now after we have told them the answer. Now it's Aaron. They are just telling me the answer when we have told us your answer. Who is crying? Nicholas, you're crying. Okay, so let's see why the answer is not given. Let's see why the answer is not given. Now, the answer is not given because network, Aaron, you said it's network. What kind of network is this? You are telling lies on network, Aaron. Is it it's network? Okay. So why is the answer not given? The answer is not given because originally we said MM drove a white car to my house on Monday. Then it's the extract now says MM drove a white car to my house on Tuesday. Now the fact is this: the information given to us in the passage is what? The white car that was driven to the house on Monday. So what happened on Tuesday? We do not know. You can't say it is false because it's possible that she drove a white car on Tuesday. It is possible she did not drive a white car on Tuesday. The information available to us is the fact that MM drove a white car to the house on Monday. That's the information available to us. The examiner is now bringing the fact that he drove a white car to the house on Tuesday, we do not have access to that information on what happened on Tuesday. That's why it is actually not given. Now, it will pause if we say, MM drove a white car to my house on Monday, and we now say, MM drove a red car to my house on Monday. MM drove a red car to my house on Monday still. Thank you very much, Akos, for getting it. Oh, Nicola said it's understood. Okay, yes. MM drove a white car to my house on Monday, and MM drove a red car to my house on Monday. So a red car, the information given is, there is a contradiction in the information given, because we were told she drove a white car to your house on Monday. Then somebody is now saying she drove a red car to your house on Monday. In that case, it is false, because a red car is contradicting a white car on Monday. But on Tuesday, we were not told what happened on Tuesday. So it's not given. So not given is when the information is not there. The information is not there. Yes, the main object was changed. God bless you, Joy. I now understand it. God, brilliant. So when the information is not there, then it's not given. But when the information is there and is contradicting, is there and is contradicting what the examiner gave, it is what? False. Please, false and not given is tricky. You have to practice a lot. When you are practicing, you will now understand. Let me say this before I continue, please. The adjunct, not object. Okay. Nicholas is bringing his professionalism here. He says the adjunct, not the object. Thank you very much, Nicholas. What if she went there twice on Monday? As the second time, it was a red car. Florence, I don't understand this perspective you are bringing it again. I don't understand. Oh, please, let's be serious now. Okay, so are we following, please? So understand the concept of true. Okay, let me give another good example. Let me give a good example again. If I say Tina Elsie celebrated, when Tina Elsie celebrated her 20th birthday, she gave a speech. When Tina Elsie celebrated her birthday, she gave a speech. When Tina Sadiq Tawaz, we don't want to go into those technicalities. If you now begin to define what an adjunct, you're not an English teacher, so I should not be teaching you what an adjunct is. It will be confusing, you know. So I'm just trying to teach you in such a way that you use layman's language so that you can understand it. These are very technical language. It's actually good for you to know them, but for all these, you know, so just understand the concept in a clean, simple way, and you would get your answers, you know. Okay, so let's continue. Now, I was saying something about Tina Henry's Tina's birthday. I said Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 20th birthday. Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 20th birthday. Then that is the question. That is the examiner's passage. Then the question now says, Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 25th birthday. Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 25th birthday. Is it true, false, not given? Let's see our answers.
False.
Not given? Not given.
False.
Not given. The answer is not given. Oh, not given. Thank you very much. All of you are getting. Not given. Yes, they're all getting the answers. Not given. Not given. Yeah. Not given. Yes. It's not given. But if we say, let me change it now. Yes, Abola is not given. Yes. If we say Tina celebrated her 20th birthday, gave a speech when she celebrated her 20th birthday, and we now change it and say Tina did not say anything. Tina was quiet all through when she gave her 20th, when she celebrated her 20th birthday. Tina was quiet all through when she celebrated her false. Okay, the answers are coming out. You will not allow me to say it before you give me the answer. False, false. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are following. That's great. These are great scholars. You are great scholars. Thank you very much. You guys are going to smash IELTS. Yes. I should kindly repeat the first question. Okay, let me repeat the first question. The first question says, Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 20th birthday. Then that's for the first one. It now says, Tina gave a speech when she celebrated her 25th birthday. You know, so we do not know whether she gave a speech, because the information available to us from the question is that she gave a speech on her 20th birthday. That's the information available to us. On the 20th birthday, she gave a speech. 20th birthday. On the 25th birthday, we don't know what happened. Yes, Nicholas. We don't. Thank you very much, Nicholas. We don't know what happened on the 25th birthday. We don't know. It's possible she gave, no, because the information available to us is based on her 20th birthday. So in English language, I would like to call it the subject, but I don't want to go into that, the subject and the predicate. But I don't want us to go into subject and predicate. Just use our common sense to understand the principles. Now, I was going to say something. Let me say it now. This is very important. In IELTS situation, the more you interact with IELTS question, the higher your chances of passing. Those of you that will just go and throw the question somewhere, you will not practice, you go and write your exam. Your chances of passing is very low. The more you interact with IELTS reading question, the more you get newer perspectives, the more you continue to understand how to do it better. You begin to discover secrets yourselves. So I would advise that you practice at least one IELTS reading per day. IELTS reading is not a child's play. The questions are actually quite tricky. So if you're not very used to it, if you're not familiar with the terrain, it will put you to throw you off balance, and you will probably think you even got the answer right. Some people tell you they wrote the exam and I will get 40/40 in my reading. When the result comes out, you see maybe they are getting band 5 or band 4. It's, I want to go and call for a remark. They'll call for a remark and eventually you'll still give them band 4 or 5. So you have to understand the principle. Yes, thank you very much. Please always interact with the passage. The more you interact with the passage, you get secrets. You begin to see the secrets. You begin to understand them. This is how they set their question. But if you're not doing that, no matter how brilliant you are, it will be difficult for you. Okay, thank you very much, Edith. So now let's go to the practical questions here now. I'm very sure with this knowledge, you should be able to answer the question. Now let's start with the first one. The first question here says, the hidden histories of exploration exhibition aims to show the wide range of people involved in expedition. The hidden histories of exploration exhibition aims to show the wide range of people involved in expedition. Now, the keywords here are the hidden histories of exploration exhibition. So let's use those keywords to look for our answer in the passage. Now, let's go to the passage and see how we see the hidden history. Let's code navigate. So we are code navigating now. Let's go code navigate. So we are going back, and if you go back to the passage, you can see, always start from the beginning, and you are skimming and scanning fast. This time you are skimming and scanning fast. And while skimming and scanning, if you go to this part, you see this part now, which is line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Line 8 of paragraph A, you see the hidden histories. Can you see it? Yes, the hidden histories. Say the hidden histories of exploration exhibition at Britain's Royal Geographical Society in London set out. You see the word, it said aims. The passage says aims. And this one is saying set out. The question says aims. The hidden exhibition aims. This one is now saying set out, which is what? Paraphrase. Aims to present an alternative view in which exploration is fundamentally collective experience of work involving many different people. Many different people rhymes with what? It rhymes with people, a range of people. A range of people means many different people. So from what we are seeing, you will now discover that this is the part of the question that we have identified this portion as the part where the answer is coming from. But we have to synthesize. That means we have to check, we have to filter this particular part very well to arrive at a logical conclusion as to why the answer is the answer. So now let's see how we synthesize. We have to go back to the question again. The question says, the hidden histories of exploration exhibition aims to show the wide range of what? People involved. Is it true, false, or not given now? you'll be asking yourself, this information you have, is it true, is it false, or is it not given? So you cannot say that. If you look at it very well, because the hidden history of exploration exhibition, what it is, it sets out, which is aim. The aim of it is to what? Is to fundamentally to talk about what collective experience of work of individuals, of many different people. That's what it is. So from that perspective, you can see your strong evidence that the answer is what? True. And that's what everybody is saying. Okay. Yes, many people are saying true, true, excellent. Thank you very much. Everybody are saying true, which is true, correct. I agree with you. The answer is true. From what? Yeah, true, yes. Yes, true. I can see that. Henritina says true. That's good. So you're all saying true, true, true. That's correct. Now let's continue. I want you to now answer the remaining question. Answer questions 2 to, I'm giving you 15 minutes. 15 minutes, answer question 2 to 7 and present your answers. Answers question 2 to 7 and present. I'm giving you 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'll check for the answers. You can start now, please. 15 minutes to present your answers from question 2 to question words. Question 2 to question, where is it? 7. Your time starts now. The time here by time is 6:07. I will stop you exactly 6:15. I'll stop you by 6:15. No. Okay, let me be very generous. 6:20. I'll stop you by 6:20. Yeah. So answer the question number 2 to 7. Ensure you get everything right, please. 2 to 7. Your time starts now. So someone is asking a very good question, Edit. So what I advise you to do is this, please. This is a very important thing. I gave you a link. I gave you a link that has past question. Hello, I gave you a link that has past question. So when you go through that link, I'll go through the link with you to teach you how to use it. Now, the part that has the questions that have reading, especially those of you that are going to be doing pen to paper. Yes. What you should do is to print materials. Print materials, because it's not easy for you to go back and forth using your phone. So go and print these materials, have your hard copies, so that it will be easy for you to interact with the hard copies. Otherwise, if you are using phone to go back and forth, it will be time wasting, and it's actually it will be a rigorous process for you, and it could impede comprehension. So you can do yours later. Go and print your questions, print the part that have to do with reading, the reading part. But it is from the link I sent, not from this book, not from this book. I sent a link to you. When you click that link, when you click on the link, it will produce series of questions for you. It's a reservoir of questions. So when you go to that link, you see questions. Check the type of IELTS you are doing, whether it's general IELTS or academic. For reading alone, print your questions for reading. The best way is to interact with hard copy, you know. So print as many questions as possible. You are welcome, Edith and Nicholas. So, but for this purpose of the class, you have to do this for me. You don't have to wait till then. You can attempt this, edit. So don't give any no excuses. Your time is running. You're running out of time. Let me not disturb you. I will send it again, Jude. I will send the link again. Let me send it now. Okay, let me send the link. Yes, I said you answer this question now. The one questions number 2 to 7. You're answering it now, and you're providing my answers for me. Send the answers on the platform to share with everybody. Thank you. just a link to, for those of you that do not say do not have, the link is now available again. I resent the link. It's on the platform, the WhatsApp platform. You can find it there.
We can share our answers on the chat box, right?
But just hold on a bit, please. Just hold on. I'll tell you to share it when it's time. I want everybody to share almost at the same time.
Sorry, I already
fine.
shared.
You shared yours already?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. False, not giving, yeah, false, okay, yes. Brilliant. Hey, what will I say now? I say it now, people will get, I don't understand. Adepulapo, Eniola. Hey, what will I say?
Adedolapo, you can hold on. I
Yes,
don't mind.
yes. I don't want to tell you what the answers are right now. I don't want people to just copy and
Ye-
paste. I don't think you
Yes,
understand what I'm
that's
trying to say.
fine.
Hello, sir.
I understand. That's
Please,
fine.
as you
Yes.
are talking, you are distracting us.
Who was that? Can you identify yourself?
It's me.
What's your
Atoti.
name, please? I want to know your name. So that I'll send your name to Ielts for talking to me like that. What is okay? Atoxi. You are the one challenging me, my friend. Oh.
I'm sorry about that. I've not even gotten
No,
anyone. I've not started.
hey, even though what you were doing was right, you were quite rude at talks, but no problem, you can continue.
I'm sorry about that.
Accepted, no problem. So, hello, just keep your answers. Don't send the answers again. Just keep your answers. I will send the answers, then you tell me, you tell me how many you got, okay? So I will send the answers, then you tell me how many you scored. Do not send the answers to me. I will send my answers to you, then you tell me how many you got. Please do not share your answers again. I will send the answers, then you tell me what you got. That's what I'm interested in. Just don't share your answers. Okay. It was 6/7. Nice. Hmm, 6/7. Abulu Gloria, try to figure it too. You cannot figure the answers out. Try your best. Don't just give up like that. So I'm unable to do the test. How do I go this? Edith, I don't understand your question. You're unable to do the test. You have 1 minute to the end of this task. 1 minute to the end of this task. At the clock of 8:18, 6:18, I will stop you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's stop now. Everybody should stop. Let me share the answer to the answer to this. Let's see. Let's share the answer. Share the answer. Okay. Okay, number one. Can I share the answer? I want to share the answers. Then you mark and tell me what is called. And tell me your scores. Number one is and number two is number three is number four is number four is number five is the number six is material found in their narrative. Iran Explorer often described their appearance as possible. And number seven is. So these are the answers. So let's see what you got. Who got 7/7? 7/7. Let's see you. 7/7. Show yourself. 7/7. Seven over seven. I want to see 7/7. How many of you got 7/7? Please show yourself. 7/7. Oh, okay. Tell me your score. Just tell me your score. Show your score. Just tell me your score. Share your score. Okay. Good. Good. Wow. 6/7. 7/7, Sharon. Wow, that's nice. Wow. I want to see more scores. I'm seeing 6/7, 6/7. There's a 4/7 there. 4/7. Brilliant, Joe. You did very well. You can improve. I'm so ashamed I got 3/7. 3/7. You did well. It's not easy. You know, I didn't give you more time to really do it. I'm trying to subject it to examination timing, and it's actually good for you. 7/7, brilliant. Aaron got 7/7, brilliant. Wow, fantastic. Who else? I'm seeing a lot of 7/7 here. Can we see more 7/7? Wow, that's nice. That's nice. More, we have 52 here. Please, I can 5/7 allow me. Good. Henry, I've not seen yours. I've not seen yours. 5/7. Abolo Elin. Where is yours? Edith, where is yours? And your last 3/7 we tried. Where is Nicholas? Nicholas, where is yours? Say, Nick, I said, what happened to it, Nick? And check off, sir. Okay, thank you. See, Nick, what happened to you? I couldn't do mine because I'm connecting with my phone. Okay. 4/7. Okay. Omotala. Well, you all did very well. You all did very well. So what you do is now, okay, what you do is that check the corrections. Check and see what you got wrong. Go back and look at it again. So that's
Just
what
can
you
you explain?
Sorry?
Just can you explain that number 7? Because
okay, let me actually explain.
from
Okay,
my understanding, it says the question was local helpers refused to accompany William Smith during parts of his journey. And in the
Okay.
essay, it says
Yes.
in an account of his journey across South America, published in 1836, William Smith does complete a frequent desertion by his helpers.
Yes. Who is reading? Who is that person that is who was reading now?
Adedolapo Emiola.
So you want to get 7/7 by force, by 5/4?
No, I just want to understand because you said if there is paraphrasing. And from what I
Yes.
understand by the desertion used in frequent desertion means that they did not accompany him on parts of his journey. So I just want you to, give him a better
Okay,
clarity.
now,
to
yes,
that.
thank you very much, George. That's a very good one. I like what you just said. Now, if you look at that question, you can say local helpers refused to accompany William Smith during parts of his journey. During parts of his journey. What would you say? What did I say the answer was?
Said
What do I say?
false.
No, the answer is true.
False.
The answer cannot be
Oh.
false now. The answer is
Okay.
true. Sorry. The answer is true. Number 7 is true. Because they refused to accompany him. It's true now. They said
So I got 7/7.
they said local helpers refused to accompany William Smith during parts of his journey. It is true. Because they said that where is it? Where is that part? In an account of his journey across South America, published in 1863, William Smith thus complained of frequent desertion by local helpers without them. Although without them, you couldn't have seen. It is true that at some point, what they deserted, say local helpers refused to accompany during parts, which is true. Yes, it's true. I don't know how I wrote this. Some people are manipulating my hand so that I'll write false for them because they chose false. It no work. Adedola, thank you very much for your. You must be a prayer warrior to have changed it for us. Okay, thank you very much. So that's a fantastic one from Adedola. So you go back to the question and check the reason you failed the answers, and failing it does not matter really. But go back and check what you did wrong. Why did they say this answer is the answer? That's what you should do. Okay, but when you're doing that all the time, you are asking yourself questions, you are checking, you are failing, you are getting, you are failing. Then to get to a point where you would master these things and you would know what they want. But if you don't interact with these materials, you would not know. You might be brilliant though, but you will be having challenges. So my advice for you is to always check